Now, the most surprising thing about Frozen, a new horror film from Hatchet director Adam Green, is that it isn't a Canadian movie. With its vast vistas of snow, its wolf attacks, two Canadian leading men, and a body part getting stuck to a cold steel pole, Frozen has Great White North written all over it. But it's set on a remote ski hill in Massachusetts, and its story is very simple. There's three snowboarders: Parker, played by Emma Bell, her boyfriend Dan, played by Kevin Zegers, and his best friend Lynch, who's Sean Ashmore, get stranded on a ski lift 50 feet in the air after the hill has been shut down. The resort only opens on the weekends and won't reopen for another 5 days, and unless they can find a way to safely get off the lift, they will freeze to death. Now, this is situational horror. There are no monsters, just bad timing and bad decisions that force the unlucky trio to face their darkest fears. That's the dark and the cold and heights, and maybe now the worst foe of all, Mother Nature. Director Green subtly ups the ante for every minute of the film's running time, believably building horror, both physical and psychological. Not all that much happens, and the action is at a minimum, but Frozen is an extremely tense movie. Green makes good use of the stark surroundings and sound design, and I'm not exactly sure what they used to create the squishy sound that dominates one grisly scene, but it proves conclusively that sometimes what you hear is way scarier than what you see. On the downside, the bare-bones story doesn't demand the full feature-length treatment. In the early moments of the film, once the lift stops suddenly, it feels like the movie will move along quickly. Once the action starts, or I guess more accurately stops, the fear and tension build just a little too rapidly. The three friends fall apart in seconds, panicking too soon. Green let that bit of pacing get away from him, but soon has the real horror start, and it gives them a reason, the three characters, to be on edge. Still, at 90 minutes, Frozen feels padded, particularly during the occasionally interminable small talk that the friends make to keep their minds off their predicament. Too often it feels like filler, and worse, frequently sounds like acting school monologues. The prattling gets tiresome as the movie nears its final moments, and a bit of trimming here and there could have brought this down to a lean and mean 80 minutes. Green has pulled good performances out of his actors, particularly from newcomer Emma Bell, who avoids the usual pitfalls of being the only female presence in a horror film. Frozen's tense story of survival will, at the very least, make you think twice about that trip to Whistler next year. Maybe Myrtle Beach would be a better choice.
Richard